How close to game ready do you feel like you're, given that you've missed a few weeks?
Oh yeah, I'm definitely today's practice definitely made me feel like I was more back into shape. I still got to get in more game shape. Still got to get my feet right a little bit more, but I'm definitely closer than I was last week. So.
How much did you feel like you learned during the spring, and that got you able to pick it up pretty quickly?
I definitely learned a lot here. Here, this transition's been like just about learning, like developing me as a player. So learning about formations, learning about motions and things like that. And I definitely think that this coaching staff has gotten me ready for that type of questions and that type of formations and stuff like that. So.
You're coming off from a team that was really good last year and looks like they're going to be really good again this year. What went into the decision to move on to Oregon State?
Just my family is closer up here in the West Coast. I wanted to be closer to them, especially for my last year. My mom's in Washington. My brother stays in Portland, Oregon. My other brother's in Seattle, Washington. He has kids, and so I'm an uncle now. So I just want to be involved with my family, and also just go to honestly just wanted to develop myself as a player. You know, I want to go to the highest level, go to a P5 level regardless of the schedule. I think that, Oregon State has a great background of DBs and things like that, and I've been knowing Coach Hayward since high school, really. So it all just planned out perfectly when I committed here. So.
Did you know Talia Von Olhoffen in high school?
Yeah, me and Talia went to the same high school, Tri-States Prep. We still close to this day. So I just talked to her. Just recently, it was my birthday, like 2 days ago, so she told me happy birthday. I just chopped it up with her. So, but yeah, me and Talia was very close.
What did she tell you? Did she sell you at all in this place, or did you? What were you asking her?
I didn't really ask her nothing. I know she was here, but I really just came here basically off of, like I said, my family, and also I talked to Jaden Grant. I've been knowing him for a while. Anthony Go, I've been knowing him for a while too as well. He's close to my brother and stuff like that from all team leader players. So that was the first two people I called when I got this offer, and I asked them about the culture, and they kind of sold me. So that's really what made me come here.
Has it kind of lived up to the hype so far on that?
No, for sure. I think the culture here is great. The players here, they all embrace me. The coaching staff, they all know what they're talking about. They all lead me to the right path, and I think it's been living up to the hype so far. I'm just waiting for a game day, so that's it.
What piece of your game did you feel like you still need to add to it this last year? You're looking to
definitely show up in the run support more. I want to be more active in the run support, be more physical. I think and that's really another reason why I came here. I have a defensive head coach, so he's really embraced on like being tough, physical, and that's kind of how Oregon State is. And I definitely wanted to improve that in my game, so definitely run game and just showing up more for my teammates and for myself.
Did you have to pack on weight for that, or are you more or less playing what you were?
No, I'm actually just staying the same weight I was. I've definitely gotten stronger though. Shout out to the strength staff. I think the strength staff here is great. They get me right. They make sure I'm fine. Even with my injury I had during this time, they made sure I was taken care of, and they always checked on me, so it was good.
What's the biggest difference from Liberty to here?
Biggest difference definitely. I feel like I've learned more as far as like as a player. It's just coming from Liberty. It's a G5 school. It's still a great program. But just jumping to the P5 program, you got to know more about football. You have to know more about formations. You have to show up more in the run game. There's just certain things you have to do that's a little bit more that I'm not accustomed to doing. So now that I'm here at this moment, I'm adjusting to that. And once I get that was maybe the best player I think I'll be. So.
Was it frustrating to have to sit and watch a little bit at the start of camp, feeling like maybe not able to be out there and show what you can do?
Yeah, it definitely was, especially coming off of the spring. I didn't feel like I was my best during the spring. I think I was still adjusting right now to really Oregon State and everything else. So definitely missing out during the fall camp. This is my first ever fall camp I really missed out on. So it was kind of tough, especially just knowing if I don't want to be too rusty, going into season. But I think I came at the right time, and I think I'll be ready to go for next week. So.
Did Keith recruit you out of high school?
He actually talked to me in high school when he was at the other school.
Yeah, right. I remember.
He did recruit me. I was at Washington at the time, and he kept in contact with me. I didn't have the grades at the time. I was at a smaller school too, so that's why I made the jump to Tijuana High School. I don't know where that's at, but I made the jump to Tijuana High School. But unfortunately, I tore my ACL in my second game. So everything kind of went downhill from there. So that's kind of where we went to Southern Utah. Started from there, Liberty, and now I'm here. So.
Provided that you start, there's not going to be many schools in the country that start two senior quarterbacks. Outside of the experience factor, what are the other advantages of having that much, two seniors out there?
I think
at that position.
I think definitely just being aware of, just like I said, like formations and route combinations. I think me and J-Rob, J-Rob's actually taught me a lot. He's just because, like I said, I'm coming from like a smaller school, so. But I think the advantages of that, just having more poise, more game ready. I think no hate on the other corners because they're all great corners. You know what I'm saying? They all could play the position and start just as well. But I think the advantages for having two senior corners is definitely like just the more mindset of mentality of playing in a long game, long season. They've been through it before, so I think that's the advantage.
The secondary as a whole, where do you feel like you guys still have the most room to grow?
That's a good question. I think definitely pursue angles. Definitely make sure we communicate. We've been communicating well. I think everything that we've been taught and told to improve, we've been making that step. So pursue angles, obviously tackling. Everyone has to always tackle. That's a key factor. Showing up in the pass game. Make sure you don't get PIs, holding penalties, stuff like that. That's all been taught to us, all been told to us, and we're all working on that, and that's definitely something we need to work on. But it's not nothing that we haven't been working on. So I think we all been improving. We all been showing up in those factors, and I think it's going to go up from here. So.
You talked about the experience factor of the unit as a whole. What is sort of the message that you and J-Rob have been passing on to some of the younger corners about going through a season?
Yeah, definitely take care of your body. Like we're older, so we kind of feel it a little bit more. Like I played probably like 700 snaps last season, 700 also on 300, so that's a lot of snaps. Definitely make sure you take care of your body. Make sure we all as a unit too. Like regardless of where you're at position, second string, third string, regardless of, we're all a brotherhood, and I think we all should be able to still uplift each other, even though one's on the bench and one's on the sideline. We all should make sure we're all on the same page and just be ready for our opportunity.
Thank you.
Thanks, yep.